Hey guys, it is me, and I wanted to come at you with not only my targets and my goals, I also want to come at you with a short lesson to help you with your targets, I hope. And it stems from a little story with this ball. Now, this ball means nothing to little to zero to zip to you guys. This ball represents to me lots of hard work. And here's why. When I was a junior in high school, I know going into my senior year that I wanted to do some special things. And football was my favorite sport, and I knew that in our weight room there was the rushing record for the school posted throughout. So every time I was working out, every time I was exercising, I'd see this rushing record. And there was something about that number that I wanted to accomplish. So what I did is going into my senior year that summer when we would do weightlifting, we would actually lift weights in high school 3 times a week. I know, right? I looked at the number of rushing yards that I would have to break the school record. What I did is this is actually what I did. No joking here. I came home and I wrote down what the record was, +1. So the rushing record was held in, I think it was 1982. Kirk Mueller, Hampton High School, his record was 1044. All right, 1,144 yards for the season. So I came home, I actually grabbed it looked just like this. I grabbed a green piece of paper, I wrote the number 1045. I wrote this directly, I stuck it to the ceiling up directly above my bed. So every time I laid down at night, before I turned the light off, I was laying there, I looked up, and I saw this number. When I woke up in the morning, I opened my eyes, I looked up, I saw this number. It was in my mind. Why am I so on you guys of constantly having these things in your mind? Because I know this stuff works. So I created a little thing that may help you remember this. And it's simply this. I'll draw it through that story. The first letter in remembering this is F. First thing setting any target, you have to figure it out. You have to figure out where it is that you're going. Where is kind of your standard right now, and what is it the target that you're trying to get to accomplish that? So the first thing, figure it out. The next thing, utilize visualization. The reason I had this above my bed is every time when I laid down and I saw that, I mentally asked myself, did I do everything I could today to push myself to be that guy that breaks that record? When I woke up in the morning, I would wake up, I would see that and say, all right, I have about an hour and a half before I have to leave. I should get up and go in my other room and lift some weights. I should get out and go for a run. I was mentally in my mind, not just seeing this, I was seeing what are the things I need to do to get to this, to become the person that will break this record. All right? Next thing. Okay, so we have F-U-K. K stands for know what must be done. What are the action steps that must be done? So the junior year, junior summer going into my senior year, I saw this sheet. And I mentally, in my mind, looked at that and said, all right, what are the things I'm going to have to do to create to do that? What am I going to have to become? So I knew I needed to go to every workout that they had that summer to get stronger. I needed to run on my own to get faster. I needed to maybe go out for sports that I did not care for, which was track. Hated track. Hated it. But I knew that my target was that, 1045. So that's all I saw, 1045, 1045, 1045. What are the action steps I need to break that? That was it. Know what must be done. Next thing. Immerse yourself in it. Immerse yourself in it. I loved football. I watched football every Saturday, every Sunday. Not just to watch the game. I was studying the running backs, watching the moves that they did. Barry Sanders was my favorite. I was watching how he would juke, how he would spin. And if you watch old tape of me in high school, I was doing juking. I was doing spinning moves. The spinning moves back then for high schoolers, like what? I would literally go out as a junior in high school in the farm. Remember, I lived probably 9-10 miles outside of town. Only child, right? This is before I had my license. I would go out and I would work on spin moves around trees. I would go out, work on the spin move. I'd work on juking out trees. I'd work on imagining. I would mentally immerse myself in knowing what it was going to take to get to that number. Okay? Immerse yourself in. Last thing, this is the easy part. T. Take action. Once you've figured it out, once you've utilized visualization, once you know what must be done, once you've immersed yourself in it, now all you have to do is the easy part. Take action. So for your targets, for your goals, have you done all of these? Or are they just, I want to work out more, I want to see more patients, I want to attract more money to my life, I want to get more fit? Guys, that is so vague. I knew exactly what my target was. Exactly. Now, did I break the record? Yeah, I did. I broke the record, and the person who actually owned the record before showed up at senior night, handed me this ball, and it was a big deal. It was a big deal at the time for a small little thing looking back at my life. However, the principles looking back at it are ongoing in my life. What is it that I want to accomplish? Figure it out. Utilize visualization. I have to find a place to look at this every day. So with these targets, these 100-day targets going into 2018, if you glaze past this part, you're going to miss out on you part. Set your targets. Once you have them crystallized, once you have them actually made up with numbers and ways to look at it and say, did I make this? Now we can get it real. Now you can take it to Staples or wherever you have it, make it on a, whatever that's called, transparency or whatever word I'm looking for. Have it laminated, thank you. Put it up in your shower. Look at it every single day. I looked at this every single day, twice a day. At the time, I just knew that was a number. Looking back, I was mentally preparing my mind, like, that's all I see. That's all I see. I'm going to break that record. And how am I going to get there? Action steps. So, said I'd share my targets with you guys to kind of give you an idea of what I'm looking for. Family. There are 13 weeks between October 1st and December 31st. So I have 13 weeks. I will do 13 dates with my wife. I will do 6 dates individually with my kids. Now, is that specific? Yeah. If I get to the December 31st and I look back and I don't see I did 13 dates with my wife, I didn't do 6 dates with my kids, that's a failure. I didn't reach my target. How am I going to know that? I'm now going to go into my planner, write down 13 Fridays at 6 p.m. or in the afternoon or whatever, middle of the day while my kids are at school. My wife and I will go on a date. 13 times. It's going to be written down. It's implemented into my life in that time frame. Fitness. There are 13 weeks. I will work out 5 days a week, so that's 65 workouts before December 31st, beginning October 1st through December 31st. If I get to the end of that and I look back and say, did I get 65? Yes or no? This isn't, I'm going to work out more. This is, I will work out 65 times for 20 minutes minimum each time to reach my goal. Did I or did I not do it? That's how you set targets. Did you or did you not do them? Finances. I will pay an additional $3,000 off in principal towards my Jeep. Coming from, this goes into the fun part, these play together. By creating target planning workshops, creating programs to launch and sell target setting 2018, and also Emergence sells out Q1 2018. So in order for Emergence to sell out in quarter 1 of 2018, I need to start planning that now. So by December 31st, Emergence better be sold out. If it didn't, I failed on fun. But I want you to also see how all of these play together. If I'm fit, if I'm exercising, I have more power in my body. I have more enthusiasm to do things. Versus sitting on the couch being lazy, not doing anything, you just feel like blah. If I am in tune with my body, guess what? I'm going to have more energy to create things in my life that I enjoy doing, which is creating for people. Which in turn returns a result of increased finances. Now, I'm not fed on any of those unless my home life is happy. Family. That is exactly how the 4 F's come together. They all work together towards a single purpose, happiness, love, loving what you're doing, and realizing that each of them gives you power. But they have to have specific numbers on them because that's how we gauge, did you do this or did you not? I hope you guys got some from that. I hope you wrote down, this is pronounced Fouquet, I believe. Just kidding. Say it however you want. But go back, take notes on this. I seriously, I just went into my closet, I saw this today, and my mind was blown. Like, man, all those principles that I'm talking about now, I was doing these back as a senior to break that record. I want you guys to break whatever records you have set, whether it's in your practice, whether it's in your personal life, whether it's in your finances. I really don't care. All I want you to do is continue pushing yourself towards your greatest you. That's it. If you guys have questions, let me know. Otherwise, what I want you to do, post a new video of exactly what you're going to be doing. Because October 1, we ride. We ride when we ride hard. Okay? Take that for whatever this means. I don't know what that means either. So, till next time, everybody knows what to do. Stay inspired. Post everything. Encourage one another. Chat with you next time.